dimensions total after you've been, working on it a lot. And finally, you get it to kind of work out, right? So that's the background. That's what these people were doing. So at sort of, if you just hear about it as like a shocking fact, then it might be hard to accept that there are these extra dimensions, or at least to even consider that there might be extra dimensions. But once you kind of see the thought process of these string theorists, you might start to sort of see their point of view a little bit better. And so once again, why there are the 9 spatial dimensions, it's because of math reasons. It's because that's what makes the quantum mechanics answers not be totally crazy. Okay, but do we want a more intuitive way to understand the number 9 here? Is the number 9 just a holy, spiritually guided, divine number that string theory is, requiring? One might ask, and it would be a good question. Okay, so if you are asking that question, just know that you're valid. There is no reason to think that you should just accept 9 like it's, a given. I am not sure that there is an intuitive way of understanding the 9. Okay, I will just be giving you this disappointment right here, right now. It's disappointingly the case that I don't think that there is an intuitive answer for why 9. Okay, why not 15? But I think there's a math answer for why 9, and I think Brian Greene is going to tell us about that in his book, The Elegant Universe, that we're referencing for a few lives now. And so that's what I wanted to tell you in short, and then we'll get into the reading here. And hopefully this is helpful if you're sort of wondering about these topics and you had a question about string theory, and if you had a sort of curiosity about any of this. Sometimes it's good to confirm sort of what we don't know, because if we don't know what we don't know, then that could be also difficult. So if you kind of didn't know, by the way, string theory has 9 spatial dimensions, including the 3 extended ones plus 6 extra curled up ones. So the number is 9. Why 9? It's math. Is there an intuitive answer? I don't think so. So that's what's going on, okay? Let me take some sips of my water. Maybe I'll look at the comments a little bit, and then we will get on with the reading from this book by Brian Greene and see a little bit more about this topic and about the 9 dimensions as is explained by Brian Greene, who's a string theorist himself. And also, by the way, I found a spot in the book. Where we also get a state of string theory, and he mentioned Ed Witten. So I know some people here on the chat in the past have asked about Professor Witten and his work and what he has to say about all this. Of course, he's also a contributor to string theory. So, if you like him, I'm hoping that you also like string theory, because that's what he also contributed to. And we will get a little bit of his perspective as well from this book. Okay, so tonight will be a good night where we discuss both Brian Greene and his words on the 9 dimensions a little bit in just a second here, and then also about Ed Witten. Okay, so again, thank you everybody so much for being here. Welcome so much to the live, and I see all your comments. Really love that everybody's here making friends and talking to each other, and we will acknowledge everybody, and then we will keep going and continue. Thank you so much. And can we get 20 likes and 30 likes? Chickpea, thank you. Social media, thank you. Combat Sports, thank you. Combat Sports says superstring explained by the cutest professor. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Steven, hello. SQ Liam says, hey. Hello, SQ. Let's see. Hello, Combat Sports. Why we don't have so much progress in 21st century? Ooh, Combat Sports asked a very nice question. This is a Smarty Foodie Chickpea channel. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chickpea. So Combat Sports, I don't know if you're still here on the live, but you asked a very nice question. Why don't we have so much progress in the 21st century? You were right. I'll tell you in just a bit my take on that, but I'm a big fan of the 20th century, I will say, maybe because I'm from that same century. But